It's production time. I'm Reid Stefan, realist puppet in the Cymatics studio. And today I'm showing you how to make a banger in Ableton. So when we started this beat, we started out by just browsing some Cymatics sample packs. So the very first things that we dragged in were a melody loop that sounded like this. Let me just solo so you can hear it. And we thought that made a good intro, and then when the drums come in, it switches to this melody loop from a different pack. And we didn't really do too much processing, just halftime and shaper box, and a little bit of EQ. So the very next thing that we did once we had these melody loops in place was break out the Omnisphere box to record a perk. We have some wood claps that we recorded with wood blocks. We have a nice shaker in here. A hi-hat made out of a lighter. Some jingle bells. And finally a clap. So that's this yellow folder right here, and when we listen to it all together, we have a clap sample that we ended up using just to help beef up the natural claps. And we ended up using this crazy hat loop from the Viper folder pretty much throughout the whole beat. And they didn't even really need any processing. What we did process heavily was this vocal here in the beginning. Just a cool echo. Some auto pan to have it move around, helps it feel like it's in the background. And we also put some reverb on the echoes with this handy reverb knob right here and filtered the whole thing out. Next we have our lead vocal. And this is probably the simplest chain out of all of them, just an auto tune running into lead vocal sauce.
Yeah. I'm the realest puppet in the game right now.
And we can soloist and turn off the sauce.
All these other puppets in the game step down.
Boom.
Yeah, fresh off the jet. ATL set. Realest puppet, yeah. Feel my disrespect. Out here cashing checks.
And next we have the vocal delay throw channel. There are already some delays going from the lead vocal sauce plugin here on the lead, but I wanted to do something really special on the words right now and step down.
Game right now.
And how I made this was combining two delays. So I put a quarter note delay on mid-side mode and then automated an dotted eighth note delay after it. So as it fades out, a dotted eighth note fades in. It starts out as a quarter note delay and then transitions to a different kind of delay. And I love doing that for giving some sort of rhythmic variation to the repeats, because it's a little boring if an echo just goes echo, echo, echo. So let's check it out one more time. Hey.
All these other puppets in the game step down. Yeah.
And to make this delay throw channel, I just duplicated the lead channel, took the one word that I wanted, I even kept the same chain, and I just put these delays on afterwards at 100% and turned down this channel, and that basically turns your regular audio channel into a delay aux. This is one of my favorite ways to do delays. Just copy the audio down onto another channel with the delay on it. Really great shortcut. Even a little automation to bring it to life. And finally, moving into another reverb effect. It leads up to the first vocal. Let me actually just make a group out of this whole acapella and solo it. It'll be easier to show you what I'm talking about.
I'm the realest puppet in the game right now.
And this reverse reverb is just Valhalla Room on the very beginning of this, and then I freeze and flattened it and flipped it backwards. And that made me a nice smooth reverb tail. And to EQ it, I even boosted the highs and lows, so it's a little extra bright and a little extra thick compared to the vocal. And moving on to our ad-libs, another really simple chain, auto-tune running into background sauce. And let's turn this off. Hey.
Yeah. I'm the realest puppet in the game right now.
Hey. finally, we have the master channel, where we're doing another really simple chain. Since most of this beat is the drums anyways, the stock drums bus plugin makes a really, really good mastering plugin. Now, it's not going to work alone as a mastering plugin, especially if you have this wet dry beneath 100%, because that means your song might still be clipping a little bit. So I decided to follow it up with a limiter that everybody has, the FabFilter Pro L2. Having the drum bus before it kind of helps control the signal a little bit, so it wasn't quite as spiky going into the last plugin.
I'm the realest puppet in the game right now. All these other puppets in the game step down. Yeah, fresh off the jet, ATL set, realest puppet yet. Feel my disrespect.
And I always like to push my final limiter until they sound bad, and I found the FabFilter Pro L2 to just be so forgiving, because as you can see, we're really doing high amounts of attenuation to this, but I feel like it lets you get away with it without sounding like your song's actually getting smashed. Hey.
Yeah. I'm the realest puppet in the game right now. All these other puppets in the game step down. Yeah, fresh off the jet, ATL set, realest puppet yet. Feel my disrespect, out here cashing checks. You should check my checks. Comments on deck, comments on deck. I'm the realest puppet in the game right now.
So there you have it, my complete guide to putting together a banger in Ableton, using mostly stock plugins too. Thank you so much for Cymatics having me over to their studio to bring you this workshop, and I'll catch you guys next time in another tutorial. Peace out.